get myself ready here. You know what I mean? Gotta organize everything. Sad Boys Worldwide.
What are they bobbing their heads to?
Sound is up this week, so you guys can actually hear it. It doesn't look like we're rocking out to our own mental problems. Turns out they're both schizophrenic. They think they've been playing music for like 2 months.
At least we make new friends every day.
What up, people? This is what Pinfall.
What up?
Back for another week. Sorry we weren't here last week. But we're back. We're here. We're ready to bitch about wrestling.
Did you miss us?
Yeah, you know you did. Girl, you know you miss me.
Right?
Girl, you know you miss me.
We hotter than Backstreet Boys' new album.
The new album. Do the Backstreet Boys still record music?
I think they just released a single. I was listening on the news one day. I thought.
If they don't, they should.
Yeah, right? Bring
You know
the
what I
boy
mean?
bands back, man.
Backstreet can be back for like the 5th time.
Yeah, right? Why not?
You know what I mean?
He got back in it.
Justin Timberlake is still fucking relevant. Where's JC Chazé?
Yeah, right?
Remember that guy? Am I even talking about the right group?
I think so.
I don't know.
I know Justin.
Chavez?
I know Justin. Was he
in Backstreet Boys though, or NSYNC?
I think he was in Backstreet Boys.
All right.
Yeah.
I always confuse the
Yeah,
two. They're
it's
the
a good
same,
thing, though.
They're the same, except I know one of them has Lance Bass and the other one got.
Yeah.
NSYNC was Lance Bass.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we've got all our deep Backstreet Boys
Yeah, our
questions
high school
out of
girl convo out.
we had a viewer and they're gone.
Yeah, right? Has left. Unsubscribed.
Turns out podcasts about the Backstreet Boys aren't as
Right.
popular.
I thought this was about wrestling.
One Pinfall is all about fucking wrestling and late 90s pop music.
And us, throwing some of our own music in there.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Trying to recreate entrances like I will this week for sure. With one special win.
Oh, good stuff. Let's start it with Raw.
Yeah.
It was weird because we had Kurt come out, who was interrupted by Stephanie, who was interrupted by Roman,
Good.
who was interrupted by KO.
Ah.
So this wound up kind of being a clusterfuck.
Yep. A nice way to drag out as much time as you can when you have a 3-hour show, especially.
To get him ready for like,
Nothing.
is he gonna do like a real program with Jinder? You think?
Oh yeah, I imagine.
Yeah.
I think until SummerSlam.
Okay.
Although I don't know, maybe we're all probably expecting the shitty match to happen again at SummerSlam with Lesnar and him.
Yeah. Right.
That's
Is that third or fourth time we get that?
this year will be the third.
Yeah.
All together, fourth. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. Having Stephanie back's kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the whole Kurt Angle and her thing. It's nice to have someone make Kurt look bad.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though Kurt can sometimes do that himself with his speech and everything, but this week he actually seemed to be pretty good, I read.
They need to make him like an American hero. You know what I mean? They want you to root for Kurt again.
Exactly.
And I think it's hard to when it's just Kurt by himself.
Yeah, exactly. You can't work too well.
Like, he reminds me a lot of Booker T,
Yeah.
but Booker T is like, is funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he knows his limits.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Announcer. Not GM.
Not GM.
It's like, no thanks. You put me in front of a mic for longer than 5 seconds, everyone's going to be like, Spinaroonie!
Bringing KO into this is weird for me, though.
Yeah.
I feel like this is this month's, we don't know what the fuck to do with this guy, but we got
I only like
TV.
it because he gets such a huge pop since he's going against Roman Reigns, and I love KO.
Yeah, no, I'm a big
I always
KO
love
guy.
that.
I just feel like he's lost in the midst of
Yeah, exactly.
a
It's
real
like, is he
program
going to be
between-
in with Seth Rollins here or something, or is he playing around with Roman Reigns on the side? What's going on here?
Yeah, so with Rollins, speaking of Rollins, coming out and like helping Roman with the initial beatdown that he was getting, do you think that this is to like remind us, hey, remember the Shield? It'll be back.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think.
What do we have on fucking Ambrose's injury,
Well,
man?
I thought he got injured in like November or December. And I know they said 9 months, so he's like on track. I thought I read somewhere that he's starting to go to like WWE facilities to start getting like cleared by their doctors, but I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But as the least favorite of mine from the Shield, I mean, I do want him back. It's just like, who's going to get kicked off now, Raw, basically.
He was in a weird spot before
Yeah.
the Shield reunion because
Yeah, exactly.
the lunatic fringe character was kind of.
How can you be a
joke.
lunatic fringe when it's like a kid's show? It's more like a lunatic buddy.
They do that with a lot of people though, where
Yeah.
it's like we're gonna take this savage indie guy
Yeah.
and then try to
Make him
polish him up.
Yeah, he's a new Jack Allen.
Hey, we gave him a leather jacket and
Yeah.
we had him wet his hair.
His
this
hair's
time.
all crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's just like, ah!
He looks like someone's dad. I will still say that. Like,
Yeah, right.
Dean Ambrose could be your friend that like
What about Baron
smokes
Corbin?
cigarettes at like 14.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I mean? Like that's what his dad
like,
looked like.
Reminds me of
Dean
Don't
Am-
Be a Menace to South Central. Father's older, basically.
Dean Ambrose would like bring you to school in his Monte Carlo SS. It's like breaking down and like
And now I'm just picturing, what the hell is it? Billy Madison. Like him pulling up, stroke man, stroke man.
stroke. But anyways,
Is the music part. No.
and then we got the obvious. I thought it was weird too to have the Roman match that with the DQ with Jinder,
Yep.
and then like immediately have that tag match
Yeah.
with Rollins.
It's like a Kurt Angle typical, like, we're going to have a match. We settle it in the ring.
Well, I always say to my wife, I'm like, someone could like, drop a pencil, and he'd be like, "What? We gotta take care of this tonight. It's a match.
Made in the ring.
It's a fucking match."
Oh, poor Kurt.
Yeah. I mean, he's a.
I'm sure he'd
he'd
just rather wrestle, too.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not as much like as he wants to,
at
but
the big show or something.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
Put him in a program every couple months.
exactly. He doesn't want to have us take up the spot of the younger guys either that are going to lose time if he has time.
Even Kane does like a version
Yeah,
of that. you know?
exactly. It's like, oh, I didn't win my election. I'm going to go wrestle. No, good luck, kid. No.
Politics sucks.
Yeah, right? So stay in the biz.
I could probably
Don't quit your day job, Kane. No.
I could probably beat up Randy Orton for a few months and then go home for a while.
Exactly, right? Someone's going to kick my ass and then I'll leave.
I like the fact that Jinder went ham with that chair and just like murdered everybody for a little
Yeah.
bit. Mainly Reigns.
Yeah.
Mainly Reigns.
And I like how it's backfiring now with Vince. Like if he planned on putting him against Roman against someone that the crowd will boo. It's like, nope, Jinder's starting to get cheers. I'm hearing, and I'm just like, my
Turns
God.
out they hate Roman so much
Right?
that they'll cheer Jinder.
I can't really think of anyone that they hate more than Roman.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm not saying the whole there's plenty of people that are bad. Mahal is one of them, but man, it's like he gets booed terribly.
Yeah, I mean,
And I love it. But I mean,
Even-
I don't boo anymore because I'm like, no, I don't want to give him any attention. But-
even in foreign countries where you think like they're just gonna fan out
yeah,
for
right?
Roman Reigns,
It's going to
they
be the
both-
big names that they're always cheering for, like John Cena. Yay! This dude. Yay! Roman Reigns. Boo!
Yeah, for real. That's gotta be so disheartening. Like I
Right?
can't imagine. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
I want to know what you thought about this next segment here with the Lashley sisters and Sami Zayn.
Oh, God.
How fucking horrible was that?
I'm glad the crowd was just complete like crickets during the whole thing, and then eventually it was just like, this sucks. That was terrible. The whole time I'm like, are they actually gonna have someone come out, or is it some stupid comedian? And it's like, and I love Zayn had been like moving up for me. I like his like promos lately, and the whole glasses, and like he's an old asshole or something, and this just ruined it. And even for Bobby Lashley, it's like, is this what you really thought you'd be doing when you came back? It's like, I know you probably thought you'd be going for the title right away. And it's like, no, you don't deserve that, but they both deserve better than what this is.
That was horrible.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
horrible. There was a lot of online heat
Yeah,
for that
definitely.
segment. A ton of online heat for that segment.
What a waste. It was just like another filler. This whole week of Raw, it felt like there was
I
like...
feel like it's a way to
Except the main event.
slow Bobby down a bit. I feel
Yeah.
like Bobby's a little overzealous. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. And I bet Vince is like, well, the crowd's not too over for him. And it's like, they're better than I thought they'd be.
Throw him with the little redhead.
Yeah, right? Titus Worldwide. There you go.
That Ember Moon and Alexa match was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I dug this. I don't know how I didn't notice this before, but Ember's got a stiff style, man.
Yeah.
That's a very, like, British, not like in a joint lock way, but a striking way, almost like a British strong style. Kind
And
of.
at least it's someone that wants to wrestle for us.
Yeah, for real.
That's nice. I like, I've liked Ember since the NXT, but they actually had a good match. I was expecting like Ember to have to carry the whole thing, but it's like Alexa
getting
did
better.
her spots.
Yeah, she's getting
Oh,
better.
I think Ember's definitely better than Alexa.
Oh,
Easily,
100%.
Yeah, but I was just like, all right, Alexa, I mean, I feel bad for you, but you should be champs. No, you shouldn't be. But I mean, I was actually impressed by that match. Surprised, more to say so, than getting like another stupid match.
Oh, the river runs through it.
There it is.
Sounds of nature.
Of glory.
Fucking do not start that shit. Our God is an awesome God. Dude, that's such a, like, that sounds like a 9-year-old person wrote that. Like,
Yeah, right.
I'm going to write a fucking song about God.
Yeah, right.
Our God? He's a fucking awesome God.
Reminds me of Cartman with Christian Faith Plus
Yeah,
One.
yeah.
It's like, I love you, Jesus. I want to feel you in me,
What does he
Jesus.
say? You just take all the love songs and take out baby
Baby.
and just put in Jesus.
Love that shit, man. Even the cover of that.
But it sounds like a 15-year-old like racist white kid who's mad about like Islam or something. Where he's, our God is an awesome God.
Not your God. Our
Not
God.
God. This exact God right here. Sorry. That song's always weirded me out.
Yeah.
Because you remember they used to do like, if anyone's like old like us, they used to do the commercials for the compilation CDs. And there was all sorts of fucking different compilations. And one of them was always a religious psalms or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it was always like the sounds of fucking Christian rock.
We are one body.
Damn, bought that CD.
Man, Catholic school, K through 12, man, I had it.
God, he's like, it's a lot better than the old school hymns. I'll tell you that, dude.
Right?
I'll fucking tell you that.
It just makes me think of The Simpsons now, too, when Bart, like, switches the music up and it's, in the Garden of Eden, baby.
Hey, honey, do you remember when we used to make out to this hymn? This
Homie.
this hymn sounds like rock and or roll.
Okay.
Nick, does he know more? Does he usually sing these fucking weird religious songs at the house?
Pisses him off.
He hits you. He said, "Shut up."
Now I gotta think of some. No.
The only good Christian rock was it Striper?
Yeah. I know what you're talking
They had that album, "To Hell with the Devil."
Yeah.
And they all dress in yellow and black for some reason.
That's great.
Yeah. For real. Even as someone who was like a big fan of Satan growing up, that got me. You know what I mean? That got me. Nick said we did. So you tortured Nick with Christian hymns.
I have to.
Did you get the double CD? And did you pay
no.
by COD?
Oh no, my parents paid for it. That was my allowance money for the week, I guess.
You know, my allowance was Christian rock CDs.
That's right. Church at 7 a.m. every day.
Oh man, I thought my life was bad. I was just
Yeah,
sort of
right.
like smashing pumpkins.
You've
and shit.
rightfully earned that indoctrination.
Every morning.
Right.
Hallelujah.
My mom's like, "White Zombie? Yeah, sure." Sorry, tangent.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. We had Baron Corbin. Well, fucking pour no way, Jose, man. You know what I mean? I'm sick of this
it's
bullshit.
the curse of the conga line. And
Let my Dominican man live.
other people. Although I like Baron Corbin, so I'd rather see Baron.
Yeah.
It just sucks. I mean, I know both of these guys. It's like you're getting pushed so low because of like everything else. It's like we need an hour of Roman Reigns.
I will cheer Baron Corbin if he shaves that fucking hair off.
Oh, I think he'd look weird bald.
He was in the Tattoo magazine. You see
Yeah,
that
with,
him,
Corey Graves and
Ruby
Ruby.
Riott.
Yeah.
And just like all I could think of was like him showing up to hair and makeup for that shoot, and the lady being like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, let me
You
dab
get,
it
like-
a little forward.
It's like combing home and
It's like,
Homer
geez, I haven't
Simpson's
seen anything
handbag.
like this since Sasha Banks.
That bitch got a sew in. Oh man, that's some people joke about 5 heads. That's like an 11 and a half.
Yeah, right, man?
Damn.
There is no end of that head.
God damn. But yeah, I feel like we do this with every Baron Corbin match where we're like, nah, it's fucking solid, but this is a stupid premise.
Yeah, there's nothing that's really going to come of this.
Right.
It's like Baron's not on his way up to like Intercontinental title level, which he should be.
Right.
And No Way Jose, I feel like he's just going to be like another one that just gets thrown to people, and it's like, yeah, you'll steal a win here and there, but you lose.
Right.
You just come out for the crowd and go, no way, Jose. And I love that. It gets me.
Oh,
Gets your son, I know.
The conga line is getting even fucking crazier too. Yeah, my son.
And you always got to look to
rocks
see.
that
It's like,
shit.
all right, who's in there just in case? One week I thought I saw Aleister Black, and I was like, oh shit.
Who's gonna be famous in like a year and a half?
Right? Exactly. Who's the next Braun?
The Adam Rose effect.
Yeah, right. Nobody touches my lemon. Poor Adam.
I'm that B team and Breezango match. Like I always hate to see Breezango lose, but I'm sorry that B team celebration was fucking.
I like how
gold.
they're just like, now they're undefeated still, and it's like, yeah, but at live events they lost all week last week. It's like, okay, so they're undefeated live. At least Goldberg's streak was even during those days when he got like 10 wins in a day. But I have high hopes for them, because the tag team division on SmackDown and Raw, I just feel like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah, I don't feel like they ever properly used the comedy.
No, there's
that
not
these
enough
guys
time,
can
I guess
do.
we're saying.
Those two are fucking hilarious to each other.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brian.
Thanks for tuning in.
But again, like, it's just not a good use. They're not going to use Breezango well. They could be doing vignettes every fucking week with Breezango.
Exactly.
And they're not
that
doing
was
it.
hot as hell for so long with the Fashion Police. And I get it, you got to come up with new shit. It's like, there's plenty of shit to do every week. You kidding me?
Let it go for a little while and then bring
It's
it
nice
back.
to see
a
that they
month
got
or
new
two.
merch. They got that new shirt. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, sweet, all right.
I feel like that's merch that's not going to sell though.
Oh, God, no, not at all.
It's like the fucking nerd alert shirt.
From what I was reading on the shirt, I was like, I don't see anything like funny about it.
Yeah, for real.
It's just like a ticket for fashion. It's like, oh, wow, that's the whole funny part?
Very clever.
Yeah, right? You're the first to do this.
What did you think of the contract signing?
Yeah, you know my whole opinion on the whole thing.
She's stiff still on the mic.
And I feel
that's
bad.
Really
like,
what she needs
it seems like now they're turning Nia back to being like an evil bitch, kind of.
Yeah.
They're not going full heel, but it seems like they're slowly going to turn her back to being like a force of nature. And then it's like, wait, we went from a force of nature to this little crying bitch, and now to another force of nature.
Quickly back to the force of nature.
Yeah. Now, the rumors I told you about, like the whole like cash in that night, like that's the only reason I would want her to win, Rousey. If she wins now, it's way too soon, I feel like. But there's no competition on Raw either besides Natalie and Jax, I feel like, for her.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who else is going to put up a competition? The returning Alicia Fox.
It's all good, Brian. We weren't even here last week.
Where were you? But I mean, like the whole contract signing, I felt like they almost kind of made it too much about Stephanie and Rousey's too much still. Like, how's your arm? You can still sign my checks.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good idea, what Stephanie was doing, playing back and forth, because then you can still generate the heat between the two of them and Stephanie. So if, like...
I thought she should just target one of them, though, not both. Like how she was saying, like, to Nia, like, oh, you used to be nothing. You used to be, like...
Well, that's the thing. I think this lays
sidekick.
more of that, like, playing everybody thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think she's going to win, Rousey? Do you think they're going to give it to her?
I don't think so.
No?
I
can see with their numbers being terrible lately.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hold too high hopes that a message really was sent these last couple events, but I feel like they gotta know they're ruining her if they let her beat Nia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, she can say it all she wants that I didn't challenge her. She challenged me.
Yeah, for
It's
real.
like, it doesn't matter. It's like, and I know, I mean, I've read plenty of reports that, like, the other female wrestlers love Rousey. She's been very polite and, like, working hard, not been someone that's like just taking like the name and being like, yeah, I'm the best. So it's like that's good too, because if it's like, I hope they don't give it. I hope it's a good match, but I hope they don't give it to Rousey. I hope it's like something where they like shake hands at the end, even like, hey, we'll see you in the future.
Exactly. Right.
Because I mean, no one else I think is going to be able to beat Jax besides Rousey. Even Natalya, I don't think she would have a chance against Jax. Rousey easily.
Can I say I fucking hate the Ziggler McIntyre thing? I hate it so much.
I understand that completely. Once that, if they split up, do you think they'd like either one of them again? I know you don't mind Ziggler.
I'm a Ziggler guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dolphy Ziggs is a good
You're a
dude.
show off like him. Bam.
Yeah, I mean, Amy Schumer's ex-boyfriend isn't bad.
Yeah, right. Apparently, Vince is starting to get high hopes from McIntyre again too, though. It's another thing like Big Cass where he likes his look.
Yeah.
And he's not. I mean, he used to be terrible on the mic. He's better now, but still, he's got some improvement. Better than Roman Reigns easily.
See, I think it makes him look like shit to put him with Ziggler because Ziggler's so fucking good on the mic, dude.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? And
It's like he's
such
a
salty
mouthpiece,
vet guy.
basically.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see what happens. And again, like, are they a tag team really? Are they going to do
Roman Patrick
singles?
Gable,
Yeah, right.
random fucking. I don't know. It's more shit that doesn't go
And now they're
anywhere.
setting up for something like next week. I've been reading that the dickhead's coming back, or he's going to be at least behind in Raw. Jordan, he'll be back. So is it going to be something where they get back together? Even though they made it a point on when Gable came over, he's like, "I'm not here for tag team. I'm here for singles." And it's like, well, what are we going to do with Jason Jordan?
Until
when
they
he
don't
comes
want to
back?
put me on TV anymore, and
Yeah,
I'll take anything they
exactly.
offer me, and I don't go.
It's like I only get to go on TV every other 3 weeks, so
Yeah. Ugh.
it's like this week it's Dillinger's turn.
I was a big fan of Natalia getting that Money in the Bank.
Yeah, she
spot.
definitely deserved it over everyone else there.
Yeah, for real. Like, not that I don't think Sarah Logan is like progressing well.
No, yeah,
like,
exactly. She's
but
doing good.
Definitely not Money in the Bank.
No.
And then
I always love when they give Natalia anything because she busted her ass for so long. She was, unlike the Bella Twins, she was there. The Bella Twins were there, but they sucked.
Yeah.
Just like all the other girls
Right.
there, and Natalia was the only one that could wrestle. And it's like, I have to carry all your asses to make this even look good.
carry a whole fucking division.
Exactly.
That's
So it's
crazy,
like,
man.
anytime Natalia does it, I hate when they do the whole kitty cat shit. That sometimes
She
can
looks
get-
like the fucking super shredder. I
Exact-
know I said
oh,
that a bunch of times, but like
and the way she walks too
Yeah.
doesn't even help. It's like,
the way that shit that they put on her, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
But I wouldn't mind if that, like, the whole Rousey win, she cashes in, if she won Money in the Bank. I'd like that, because it's like, oh, they're friends. They can start that storyline, blah, blah, blah. But let's hope. I hope Natalia, she's one of the favorites for me of the Money in the Bank women's match.
Yeah, definitely. And she's definitely someone familiar enough with Ronda where I think she could work a good match.
Oh,
out,
easily.
right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they both feel so comfortable with each other. It's like, hey, do this. Don't worry.
Right.
It's like, if you might accidentally hit me, you know, might not let up enough. It's like, it's fine. I'm not going to be one of the other girls like, fucking don't do it. Like Lesnar, it's like, soften up, bastard.
slow
Slow down, bitch. Yeah, that's what it is.
Elias got an kind of a weird.
Yeah, I don't know. They call it a program with him and Bobby, but it doesn't feel like a program. It feels like they've had a combined like 20 minutes for 4 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, 10 minutes of that is Elias on the mic.
This week's chant was good.
Yeah.
I do love Elias.
Yeah. I just wish he could get like more soon. Elevate him to like him and Seth Rollins could probably put on a damn good match.
Well, do you think he's getting something out of Braun Strowman with the weird ending?
Oh
there?
yeah, that was funny too. I laughed my ass off at that because I was wondering. I'm like, why are they following him back and everything? He's like walking with the katana and then like a bullet out of hell.
Sometimes you just gotta completely annihilate
that'd be
someone in
good.
the hallway.
I'd like to see that because, like I said, I mean, we're going to talk about Braun next, I'm sure, but I like when they show Braun having a weakness, like they did with Battle. Well, we can talk about that.
Right.
Like I like that, and Elias, I'd much appreciate that. I'd still think when they had the Elimination Chamber match and he was going for that like electric chair, like power bomb that Elias does with Braun, I was like, that would be a sick move if he did that. The crowd would go nuts if someone
yeah, for real.
someone does some powerful move besides Lesnar against him. Against Stroman, they're gonna pop just because it's like, holy
Roman.
shit! It's like when Andre got power slammed, basically.
Yeah,
it's like,
right,
This
right,
is how
right.
people would be with Braun since he's built up to be a monster. It's like, holy shit! Someone actually got him for a 2-pin. Besides, yeah, exactly, like Roman too. It's like, it's like, can you give someone else? But they did a little bit for Braun, for Finn this week. I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be another squash.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, oh, thank you.
So hashtag Braun Strowman Apple.
Yeah.
This
Braun
dude-
Strowman Apple.
So they go to do this fucking promo, and Stephanie has kicked Kurt out of his office.
Yeah.
So she's redecorating it with a picture of her father and a fruit basket.
Looked good too.
Very
good fruit basket.
Random fruit basket. She offers Finn a piece of fruit.
No, thank you. All set.
No, thank you.
Don't mind if I do.
Of course.
fucking Braun
At
Stroman.
first, I thought that wasn't real.
When I was a little boy, I loved apples. I would just knock down the whole fucking tree.
But
Johnny Appleseed got these hands.
he picks up the apple. Total fucking waste of food. Just
Yeah, right.
crushes
Looks
it
like
in
such
his
a good
hand
apple.
to intimidate.
I like the
fucking
afterward too. He's just like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like I didn't crush it completely in half, but there you go.
Do you think that they like scored it? Like they took a knife and
I don't
like
know. I don't know.
he does all that silly strongman shit. So he
Yeah,
can
so I'm
probably-
not surprised if he can do that. I mean, Mark
Yeah.
Henry did that too, and he's probably got like smaller hands.
Mark Henry can literally bend a frying pan with his
Yeah,
hands.
right. I bet Stroman could do that too.
Fucking crazy.
I mean, all those like fucking world's strongest men, they do that crazy ass shit.
the Atlas balls. It's
Yeah.
just like a 150-pound stone ball. For
And that's
no
a light
reason.
one. And you gotta put it up. Yeah. I used to love watching that shit. But the match was, like I said, I was surprised that they gave Finn so much offense. I loved when he was like over on the outside, and then Braun just like stands up behind him like, and then
It's like
the
a fucking
Pele kick.
movie.
Yeah, exactly. Because you saw the fans sitting there like, it's like, oh my god, thank you, children.
I didn't think it was going to be a squash. I figured
give
you
him
put him,
some.
you put him with Finn Balor. If
Yeah.
anyone can make it believable that a tiny guy can get something over, it's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
You know
him
what I
or
mean?
Daniel Bryan.
Or
but
like,
not
yeah.
like they're gonna have fight when they're on different promotions.
Or like if it was a different fucking brand, like AJ
Yeah.
would be a good guy.
Yeah,
like that,
exactly.
you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
But what's it time for?
It is time for SmackDown. Number one and out.
Never makes me cringe less.
And we're
another-
going to a good show.
Another good Miz TV.
Yep.
I was this is like the second week where I was like, this is pretty good, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been digging on the Miz for a while now, but just like, I like how he acts. I like his whole flow now.
Yeah.
He's been doing really good.
He knows his shit.
yeah, exactly. He's been
like-
doing it long enough now where he is like the guy that's like, hey, look up to me.
He's like becoming a Chris Jericho
Yeah,
in my eyes.
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where he's very cool with putting over other talent.
Exactly.
Like, mid-carding if he needs to, or opening
Yeah.
fucking SmackDown.
Basically, he's been, the mid card is him.
Yeah.
Especially
exactly.
on SmackDown.
But we got the New Day, and the Miz's question was who was going to be their entrant into the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
And so you think it'll be Big E?
I wish it would be Big E, but I think it's gonna be Kofi.
I
I've
think
changed my mind.
Kofi is everything. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
always, I would rather see Xavier. At
Oh
this
yeah, I'd
point.
rather see Xavier or Big. I'd rather Big E the most, but I just think of like ladder match.
Yeah.
Big E can't really do too much excitement. He'd be maybe some power in it, but it's like you already got Braun Strowman, so you don't
He's
need
just
power.
like knocking over different
exactly.
ladders.
It's another guy that can jump high in the air and Braun like catch and throw at something. But do you really think they might be breaking up soon, or splitting the New Day?
They're making it seem like that.
Yeah,
too.
because like I said, I've read things that like the New Day merch is down, Vince's confidence is down. But it's me going back to there is no real tag team division at all. What happened to the rumored tag team Money in the Bank match? There is no title match still at Money in the Bank either. I think for the tag teams.
Oh shit! I forgot. Well, Lana won.
Oh yeah, that's SmackDown.
That's later on now.
Oh yeah, yep. I was waiting to get to that so we can do the song.
I don't want to over. With the Miz beating Big E, that surprised me.
Yeah, yeah. Especially not clean, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
It's just like, oh shit, wow.
It wasn't like a cheap shot or
yeah,
anything. Yeah,
exactly. It's like, oh, it's not like a dirty pin or anything like that.
That's what I was thought. That's how I thought he would get it if he was going to pull
Yeah.
it out. But
And I can't stand when Big E spanks someone on the ass.
I love it.
It's like I'd rather let him do the ribs. It's like, yeah, that makes sense too. Kind of like how Zack Sabre there does like the knuckles in there. It's like
I like how you say it better. Sabre. Sabre.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Like he's a lucha.
Yeah, right, lucha. And it's like, oh, wait, nope, he's a skinny white dude.
Now we can talk about it. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Bum, bum, bum. Lana got the fucking win.
Lana Day.
Lana is the best. Lana is number one. Lana is the best. Lana is number one. Dude, it
It was
was
great
fucking,
how he came up with that.
Dude, that's
And then
just
the
like
crowd
on
popping
Instagram.
for her. I was so happy. I was just like, nice. I know she's not gonna win. Blah, blah,
But
blah.
yeah.
It's like, and then she wins. It's like, what? I mean, fastest match almost ever with just a kick and then the like X prop factor there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, and then I was like, nope, she's gonna kick out because the other one didn't win, right? Peyton Royce didn't win her Money in the Bank. It's like, wow, I'm surprised they kept those two out.
That's what that's what I thought for sure that they were giving.
So annoying.
Yeah, I fucking hate them so much.
I was like, they weren't this annoying in NXT to me. But now they are. They did the same shit almost, too, in NXT.
yeah, it was a
But
lot
they
less
weren't,
like impressions and
yeah,
shit, though.
exactly. Like, oh, do it! It's like,
But yeah, I thought for sure Billie Kay was taking this so that at least
Yeah.
one of them made it into Money in the Bank.
At least you can cross off. Lana probably ain't winning the Money in the Bank. Unless all of a sudden they've gotten a new faith in her and they're like, well, we'll let you do another Carmella where it's basically you carried for a year and then we'll see how you're doing.
Right, exactly.
But I don't see that happening.
No.
Not at all. I wish, because I like Lana, and I liked how she kind of was a face when she was like dancing on the stage and everything instead of being like, shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool.
They're embracing the Rusev Day thing.
Yeah.
And especially the Lana's the best, Lana's number one,
Right.
like
Lana is bad.
Lana Day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. And even having him come out and sing for her.
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah. I think they finally get that she can take the ride with them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
She'll be just as popular.
Yeah, she can be just as good as any of the other terrible ones on the show. No, there's a handful on each Raw and SmackDown that I like. And then there's ones that's just like, really? As Miz would say, really?
This is what we're getting?
Really?
This is where we are?
No.
Man.
But very happy for Lana, yes.
What was, like, Cien Almas with, like, a jobber? Who the fuck was that guy?
What is it like? What are they building him up to? Do you think U.S. title kind of thing with him and Hardy or something eventually?
Dude, him and Hardy would be a nice matchup.
As long as someone takes that belt off of Hardy.
Dude, you were so anti-Hardy. It's hilarious. Speaking of which, we didn't see Matty Boy this week.
I know, right?
Weird.
That's what I mean. No tag team. Fuck that. Tag team. Who needs tag team?
You and Bray stay back here.
Yeah, right? It's like, you keep JoJo company.
Yeah, I was disappointed to see them throw him with a jobber. Especially,
Yeah.
there's so many people you could have thrown out there with them.
Exactly. And it's just like, come on.
Bring us our Ty Dillinger.
Why not?
Bring us our Ty Dillinger.
Why not? And it's like, hey, you can still have him squash Ty Dillinger if you really want, but
Yeah.
at least I get to see Ty Dillinger. At least I get to hear the music.
Bring him out for his bi-monthly performance.
Exactly.
Fuck.
It's like, goddamn, give him some TV time.
Carmella's cutting some sick promos. I
Yeah.
don't mind saying that.
Not bad.
She's
Her ring work's still terrible. but
Yeah, of course. But she's coming into the character.
She's the opposite of Roman Reigns. No. The
money-
Roman Reigns don't have either.
The Mella is money thing has seemed to work out for
Yeah.
her.
I think they're definitely like, she doesn't have a match at, oh yeah, she has Asuka. That's right, I forgot about
Who
that.
she's not afraid of.
Nope, not afraid of. But
fucking not
if
afraid
they
of it.
find some way to have her beat Asuka,
Dude, I
even
give
if
up.
it's disqualification, I would be bullshit. I don't care. It's like, what the fuck? You can't, like, all of a sudden they're just making Asuka look like a dumb bitch,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Like, obviously I get the Charlotte loss. And then, like, when she lost that tag team with Becky, they were like, oh my god, Asuka's on a losing streak. And it's like, not really, she didn't get pinned. And it's just like, I don't want them to all of a
fucking
sudden
tag
just be
team.
like, take a whole right turn where it's like, now she's on a losing streak.
Now she can't win.
Yeah, right? It's like, Jesus Christ, she could beat everyone on the roster except Charlotte, and they'd just have another great match.
What else do we have here?
Bum, bum, bum.
We had the pillow fight.
Oh, whoa, what?
Shinsuke and AJ.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I hated the whole build-up to his, like, stipulation and everything.
Yeah, especially
Last man. That I was just like,
why do they insist on making him speak English? Or, like, get that motherfucker
Right?
in an English language course. Mm-hmm. Amanda
or
Nunes.
get rid of Brock Lesnar and hello Paul Heyman to Nakamura.
Amanda Nunes is a female fighter for the UFC.
Yep, heard of the name.
She
Fucking
couldn't speak
savage.
English 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And now she speaks English better than fucking Mackenzie Dern, if anyone knows who that is.
I believe
Who
that.
grew up in Arizona and somehow needs a translator now to speak English.
She's probably one of the hardest working people in MMA right now.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda
so.
Nunes, yeah, she's a savage. She's beat the fuck out of Ronda. She's got a nail in Ronda's
It was
coffin.
spectacular.
Was she the second person?
Rewatch that fight
Yes.
if you ever get the chance.
that was probably the worst person ever to pick for Ronda to come back. It's like, here's this fighter that is like everything modern women's MMA is like all about, and like she's extremely well-rounded and a savage.
Good luck.
Yeah, and super strong.
Cheers.
And this lady wanted to commit suicide 6 months ago. Go for it. They're like setting her
Like,
up
here
for
we go.
failure.
We'll have someone else do it for you.
They're
No.
like setting her up for failure, dude.
Damn. Yeah.
Ridiculous. But yeah, that stipulation meeting was stupid.
You know, not to go off topic, but I don't think that we saw any of the bar this week, right? From SmackDown? I don't remember.
No.
Sheamus, our boy, was at the Celtics game last night, and I was like, oh, good for him. Celtic pride right there. And he was wearing Boston green, and I was like, fuck yeah. I know you probably don't even care about the Celtics,
Yeah,
but
for
it's
real.
just like, hey, look at me.
He's probably getting paid to be there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, we're in Worcester. Might as well just go to Boston for now.
It's definitely
Kudos, Sheamus.
better than sitting in a hotel room for the night.
Yeah,
You know what
right?
I mean?
Especially, yeah, right? And I love the tweet from them at the last pay-per-view. It's like, so we're home. Awkward. It's like, yeah, that'll probably happen until the Royal Rumble.
That match with the Usos and Gallows and Anderson wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was nice to see them give it, like, both teams a good offensive, like, fight and everything. I was surprised. I expecting the Bondage Brothers to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, what, is this going to be like the tag team build for them or something?
Dude, when do we see Sanity come?
Right?
Where the fuck are they?
They're lost.
They're
Eric has to get his voice back.
They're just walking the streets of LA,
Right?
like
We're waiting for Nikki.
Skid Row, fucking. Eric Young's just smoking meth
Right?
and eating cheese
But like,
sandwiches.
did Killian Dane go up with them, right? He was going to come up with them, right?
He came up with them and then he went back down.
Yeah,
for
just
a
like
few
what's his name,
matches.
the Revival. They
Yeah.
went back to NXT last week, and even Sasha Banks was like, "When can I come back?" I'm like, "That's hilarious." Everyone's like, "I want to go back."
Yeah, for
probably
real.
half of them probably feel like that exactly. It's like, I don't give a shit that I'm not going to be in front of like 5,000 people, and I'll only be in front of 500. It fucking feels better. The writing is better.
Yeah, exactly. And I bet you some of them wouldn't even mind taking less money to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And especially, it's like I don't have to travel that much. It's like, well, we might need you for SmackDown.
Well, a lot of them live in Florida
Tampa Bay
now,
and all that
anyways.
shit.
So
Yeah.
to fucking
Exactly.
be able to just drive to full.
Yeah, because I mean, even when they go on like a road trip, it's like, you know, a 5-city road trip for like 2 weeks, and it's like,
yeah.
that's a week for a WWE, like the main roster people, basically, and it's like, damn,
How many matches at Full Sail Dark do you think they do a week?
probably 2.
2.
Like for each, like, because I've heard they record like 3 episodes of like NXT apparently at Full Sail half the time, so it's like, you know, you figure that's probably like 4 hours right there. Because they'll probably have 3 hours for NXT and then an hour of like dark matches.
Right,
I
right,
figure.
right.
But I mean, I'd still love to see NXT.
Most
Even
definitely,
still,
yeah.
even still, like back in the day, I remember they came up close. I think like Providence or something like that, the closest
Yeah.
recently. And it was like when Nakamura was down there. When it was like, holy shit, NXT is like 10,000 times better than fucking Raw or any SmackDown shit. And it's like, oh, now it's like. My boy's still down there, Velveteen Man, Ricochet. Him and Ricochet have a great program going
Dude,
on.
oh, holy fuck.
And they announced like some like huge match for some hall over in London, I remember. But it's Black and Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream and Sullivan.
Oh,
and
shit.
I was like,
I'm not buying into the Lars Sullivan machine yet.
no. He's another like he's Braun but worse. I feel like
Yeah.
he's like another big guy, and he does power moves, but it's like I need more. I don't want that just like crazy like psycho look.
Dude, he
Psycho
freaks
Sid, but
me out,
no.
man.
Yeah,
freaks
right?
the fuck out. What else do we have for SmackDown? We had Naomi and Sonya Deville, which is kind of a mad match.
Ooh. Yeah, right. Just a nice time filler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do here, so
Yeah, right?
here's some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Pick who you rather.
The Daniel Bryan Jeff Hardy match is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not. I'm still thinking that Big Cass isn't completely. He's injured, but not like terrible, so that he can still fight. Like I see him
Kinda
fucking
put
over
him on
Daniel
hold.
Bryan next week.
Yeah.
Somehow, and it's like, you know, and the announcers would be like, "And Big Cass still injured," blah blah blah, playing up all that stupid shit.
I could see them putting him through a program and having Bryan beat him in the end because of how much heat he has backstage right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't beat
Plus,
the
I mean, I like Joe. I'd rather Joe in the ladder match. I don't want anyone botching up Daniel Bryan right now. It's too soon for that. I mean, I know he probably wants to so bad, just to prove that he can do it.
do it, right.
But it's like, I mean, one bad.
He was on Jericho a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
His podcast. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He's such a good dude. He's such a good dude.
Yeah, Total Bellas just started again, so he was pretty nice on that.
But yeah,
talk about those bitches.
I would like to see. Definitely see Joe come out of that.
Yeah, definitely. I love Joe.
Joe's gonna be way better in the fucking.
Hell yeah, and he's so good on the mic. I love his like no bullshit attitude. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you how it is.
I miss him shitting on Roman.
Yep.
That
Right.
was the best stuff.
Roman still losing, I see.
Ridiculous.
Can we talk a little bit about how the fuck is SmackDown worth $1 billion?
That surprised me.
That is ridiculous.
That really surprised
If
me.
it was Raw, that would even surprise me. Still $1 billion. It's like, what the
Billion,
hell? Because
yeah.
I know for USA, I think their last contract was like 5 years, 450 million. And it's like, it jumped this much? With the numbers going down as terrible as they, like Raw and SmackDown are both doing so shitty.
Do you think that there was a bunch of other people making plays on it too?
Well, Vince says there was another person that even bid higher, and it's like, who the fuck's gonna bid higher? I doubt NBC.
Then why didn't you
Universal.
take it?
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I wanted to ask, like, why hasn't like New Japan like? Do they want to stay territorial, basically?
Pretty much.
Okay, then that makes complete sense. Then that's the only answer. Because I'm just like, they're so much better, the wrestling. And you know, if I'm a business and I'm looking at WWE and I'm like, I might buy them. It's like their top face is hated by everyone almost, Roman Reigns. So that's already bad for the thing. The only positive thing right now WWE has is Rousey because of her name and everything. And after that, it's like, oh, we've heard of this Stroman guy. We obviously know Jeff Hardy and this person from back in the day. But it's like, as far as like business-wise, I'd be like, this company's like going down.
Tanking a bit, yeah.
It's like, why would I want to buy them and pay a shitload of money?
I mean, their stocks are doing well too.
They're amazing. Like they said, it jumped one day like $3 almost. And I mean, for the stock, that's great. It's like, why? Because of the Fox buy? Did someone like know about that? And it's like, hey, Fox can take this in a completely different direction. And I'm sure there's some things Vince is like, we get to put our SmackDown on our network right away instead of waiting a month like USA has.
Yeah,
us
for
do.
real.
That has never made sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I would
But I was
just
thinking
watch
about
it on the network at that point.
Exactly. And how many people can't watch Raw anyways because they're working or something? It's like, oh, I mean, Hulu, obviously you can watch it on Hulu and shit like that, or if you have DVR. But it's like some people that just like, I can't. And it's like, oh, I'll just watch it on the network. No, 4 weeks later, I can watch it on the network.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
You're not going to stay current. That's for damn sure.
Not at all. But I just couldn't believe when it was like $1 billion. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, that definitely surprised me.
It's like, if that's $1 billion, Vince probably thinks Raw is $2 billion. And really, NXT is the only one worth $1 billion.
Right. So ridiculous.
Crazy. But what's going on in the New Japan world? I know there was a.
I've been lacking so hard in New Japan.
I was trying to read something like it was like Tanashi's gonna be in a film or something like that, and I was like, what the hell? Is this about wrestling? What's going on? But it was a bunch of like the other things I asked about you before, like the Super Lions or the Young Lions, which are like the rookies of the New Japan. But All In, that's gonna be huge.
John, I think we're doing.
What's up?
I think we're having
The
video
camera.
issues.
The camera's being ridiculous. Sorry about that. You can keep going.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
fix
yeah.
it.
We're still here.
Still really damn it.
We don't like being black and white.
You'll see
We like going in the gray section.
You'll see this picture until I fix it.
Woo! But yeah, I mean, All In is like have they announced many matches to it or just who's appearing?
I think just appearances.
Okay, yeah.
At this point.
And I like how, I don't know why people are like, I've been seeing a lot of podcasts or like things that have been asking since Young Bucks are up in 6 months. People are like, oh, you're going to finally make the jump. Are you going to finally make the jump? It's like, if they said it
Why
once,
would
they?
they?
Said it a million times. We're comfortable where we are.
Yeah.
We enjoy what we're doing. Why would we want to go somewhere where we're going to work harder and not be privileged by it?
At all.
At all, exactly. And it's just like, duh. And they're like, sure, it might happen. They might throw a number at us that we're like, hey, we got to do that. But right now we're happy. And it's like, everyone seems to just be like, oh, yeah, you're up. Oh, you're up. Oh, you're up. And it's like, I'd be so pissed off, be like, did you not see my last, 6 podcasts?
Right, for real.
It's like, what the fuck? I've told you, I'm here. I'm not living it in 6 months. I'm living for the now. It's like, they're still going for, the tag team titles, the heavyweight titles
heavyweights,
there,
yeah.
and everything. I saw them in a good match on, it was the ROH on Nesson there. And I think it was them versus the Briscoes in,
Dude, fucking Briscoes. They look like
Hell yeah.
crackheads.
Yeah, they do, man. But it was great because like they beat the shit out of the Young Bucks. But it was like it must have been an no DQ match, and then Cody came out and he got pummeled by them too, and everyone's chanting for Marty because Paige came out. All of them except Skrull, and I was just like, "Come on, where is he?" Nope, didn't come out. And I was just like, "Son of a bitch!" It's like I love him the most out of the whole Bullet Club. Skrull is my favorite.
Yeah, I could see him
Like,
being
just
your favorite.
crazy asshole and everything like that. Like all the shit, the antics he does. Exactly, Villain Club, man. Woo!
I'm a big fan.
Hell yeah.
I know a lot of people hate fucking Marty Skrull,
Yeah,
but
yeah, exactly.
big
Like,
fan.
him and the Bucks. Oh,
the
man, I love
singing,
them.
dude, all the songs and shit.
Even
Like,
just the fucking the mask there. What is that? A masquerade man? No, what
no,
is that?
It's a plague.
Yeah,
plague
that's
doctor.
It. That's it. It's amazing.
The fucking. He came out with the jacket that had wings on it. And
Yeah.
he like pressed the thing, the wings came out.
Creativity, man.
Him and Kenny Omega wear the cheesiest gear to the ring ever.
You see the exchange with Kenny and who the hell was it? Oh, Xavier Woods. Like they were challenging about video games like Street Fighter or something like
yeah.
that. Like someone asked Kenny, if you could fight anyone of the New Day, who would it be? And the kid was like, I think you should fight Kofi. And Kenny answered back and he was like, nah, I'd rather fight Xavier. Not to mention I can kick his ass Street Fighter wise. And Xavier answered back and forth, and it was all fun and everything. But there was at one point like I forget, like Kenny made a little like nice stab at him about like being like, well, at least I'm always on top. But I was like, oh, nice. I love when they like those people exchange. It's just like I wonder how Vince
That's
feels
why I
like
like
just
Twitter.
like, why are you talking to that chump? He turned me down. I told him he was only worth $100K, and he turned me down.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, I mean, I guess this has been another week. You know what I mean?
Now the 90s music? No.
Sorry we lost the video at the end, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah, right. You don't want to see us.
Yeah, we're
I don't want to
shit.
see us.
All right, we're fucking One Pinfall Podcast, bitch.
OPF.
Come back next Thursday. Watch us, bitch.
Thank you.
Peace.